Hi everyone, I'm Hugo and we are the group number 12, the Achievers, and we are here to present our project about the international expansion of Agram. Our principal goal is to develop an strategic plan to enable the functioning and the launch of 100,000 refill stations within the upcoming 5 year period from 2024 to 2028.
So, what is Algamo's current competency? Alongside the revolutionary data, what makes Algamo different? Of course, its intellectual property. Packing as a wallet eradicated the need to use a wallet. How? Because people can easily use it for buying goods from Algamo dispensaries. Alongside this, software as service is generally being used to process data regarding customer feedback and complaint without outsourcing to others. What factors Algamo should continue to develop? Well, they should focus on formulating multidimensional ways of internationalization, outsourcing data, financial collaboration, nurture consumer base, and of course, maintaining the local demand. For internationalization, Algramo actually needs some of those extensive discussion regarding some of those critical issues, and that's why we are going for pestle analysis, which is divided into two parts. Some of those very common and important positive aspects are political stability, protection of intellectual property, the income level of general people. On the other hand, some of those other factors which requires close attention are in the form of geopolitical conflict, the data protection vulnerability, and income inequality.
Next, we're going to be discussing the firm-specific advantage. And we have recognized four for the company. The four are listed here, and they are consumer engagement. They can create value for the company by engaging their consumers to their business through their own digital platform. The second one is a circular economy as a business model. And this is really crucial because there's a lot of demand for sustainable solutions in the market at the moment. And this business model boosts sustainability and also enhances their brand reputation and customer loyalty. The third one is patenting their product, their filling stations, and the technology to create their own advantage over their competition. The fourth one is having an efficient and streamlined supply chain, which can also adapt to the local markets. So, what we think that would be the best market to expand to, we think that that market would be North America. That's because North America is a very large market with a lot of potential and a lot of demand for sustainable business solutions. The market also has a lot of eco-conscious consumers. They have a generally good population density for this kind of solutions, and the consumers are really technologically orientated. So that means that there's demand by the customers for this kind of solutions, and the customers also generally know how to operate similar solutions. So the company doesn't have to put that many resources into the training of how to use the filling stations and the training on how to use their mobile app to create more value for the filling stations. And on the bottom here are also listed some key figures that also helped us to motivate and choose the North America as a go-to market for us.
In regards to the entry mode, we thought the strategic choice for the company, for Algramo, would be to make a joint venture. In this way, they would have an easier and quicker immersion to the new market target. Also, it would help them financially and locally to mitigate any possible risk they could have, because the local company would make it easier for them to understand the new market, understand the consumer behavior and what is expected from them. Also, it would give them credibility and acceptance by the consumer, by the local consumer, because they will associate the local company with Algramo. In the timeline, by 2024, we would like to make this business partnership with the new target market, in this case, in the state of California in the United States, because of the eco-conscious and purchasing power consumers and all of the high technology this state has, and start our goal by having 1,500 refill stations by the end of the fourth quarter of that year, by 2025, we would like to continue expanding ourselves to other states like New York or Michigan with a total of 10,000 refuel stations by the end of the fourth quarter of that year. By 2026, we would like to have a total dominance of the United States and start thinking about expanding to Canada and Mexico with a total of 40,000 refill stations by the fourth quarter. By 2027, we would like to have already established in some major cities in Canada and Mexico and reach the goal of 80,000 filling stations. And by 2028, we would like to gain the position as the market leader in North America, continue growing and adjusting ourselves to this new market, and reach the goal of the 100,000 filling stations by the fourth quarter of 2028.
We are at the very end of our internationalization expansion plan, and we can suggest that Algramo has many farm specific advantages that it can utilize when entering into a new market, especially when joining the North American market. Their circular economy business model can create them advantages because of conscious consumers. Last but not the least, we can say that Algramo have some of those distinct competencies in the form of intellectual property. We suggest to the board of directors that with proper environmental scanning, decision point, that is going into a new market through joint venture, and exposure to the North American market can easily fulfill our target of establishing 100,000 filling station over the wider region of Northern America.